Okay, so finally we've made it to the implementation module. So we're done with all of the actual principles of walking in balance, and now we're going to go over what do we do with all this? That was a lot of information that we just went through. How do we actually make sense of this, prioritize what needs to come first, take action on it, all of those things. So we've given you some tools and tips in this section of the workbook to help you do that. So we're going to start with the personalized action plan. So if you will, hopefully ideally if you have a copy of the workbook physically, just turn to that page and you can, actually write your action plan on there. If not, whatever paper or journal, whatever you're using is fine. Or if you just want to create a Word document for yourself, you do whatever works for you. But anyway, this space is to help you summarize what you have learned from each section of the Walking in Balance curriculum and identify the parts that most resonated with you that you want to use to build your personalized action plan. For each area, review the information provided and your answers to the reflection questions to identify the habits you want to create, the ones you want to let go of, and the main takeaways that you want to highlight and remember to help you on your wellness journey. So on the actual personalized action plan section, we have each principle listed out and then some space for each one to write just your main takeaways from it. I would review the content, review your answers, especially to the questions in the practical application sections to kind of help you identify. And a lot of the questions in those sections are built to help you create this action plan because they're helping you identify what you want to work on, what's something that's getting in your way, those kind of things. So from your answers and from all the content, just kind of in each of those sections summarize like what's the main thing that I want to start to work on and implement in my life from this section. And that kind of starts to build you a little roadmap of how to start implementing these things. So because it can feel overwhelming to make so many changes at once, you also want to ask yourself, what is the first area that you want to prioritize to take action on first? So if you're looking at the actual workbook, after all of those little sections for each principle that you can summarize what you want to take away from it, there's that question that asks you, what do you want to prioritize first? Because as we talked about several times throughout this curriculum, you don't want to try to implement too many things at once because it can get over, like it's hard to make lifestyle changes in this world. Not impossible, definitely hard though. And so if you do too many things at once and it's not sustainable, you can overwhelm yourself and then you just kind of give up on the whole thing. So after you go through and summarize everything from each section, then you want to sit with yourself and go, okay, what's the most important thing here that I need to change? What's the first thing that I need to work on? And write that in that section, and that'll be kind of your starting point. So once you have successfully made changes in this area, whatever you've chosen to prioritize, come back and review this action plan to choose another area to start working on. Changing habits can be very challenging, especially if we've been engaging in them for a long time. So in the next section, you can examine your habits and learn how to change ones that are not serving you and add in ones that will help you on your journey.